Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Now last time out we finally managed to get George into this, through this door, I should say. So we're now in the office of the gallery and we're going to take a look around. But honestly, the backgrounds are so beautiful in this game. I'm really enjoying myself so far. Like I said, I didn't dislike Broken Sword 3 and 4, but they're just not on the same level as 1 and 2. This feels more like it to me. And yeah, I'm really having a good time playing this.
A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster.
Okay, there's a guitar
I didn't imagine Henri as a musician.
Yeah, I get that. Some pressed flowers.
The frame containing pressed flowers. Right. Henri sure liked this clutter.
Yeah, he has got quite a lot of stuff crammed into this office, hasn't he? George?
A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri sure had his quirks.
Yeah.
The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years.
Alright, so there's the window here.
The street was quiet.
Very quiet. We've got this statue, which it seems...
It was a statue of Henri bearing almost everything.
Oh, it's a statue of him.
A strategically placed fig leaf protected his modesty.
He's got the statue of himself. We seem to be able to interact with this in some way.
The statue was jaunty. Up close and personal, I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
Oh my god. Are we going to have to move the fig leaf?
Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this. Very interesting.
Well, there's a safe in here. Nice. Okay. Okay, so there's a keyhole straight away. Let's just see, is there anything around the edges? Because sometimes they like to do that in adventure games, don't they? It appears there is not, though. There's a keyhole.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key.
No, and
I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Do we have anything that we can try and...
Now that was a safe. No way I'd be able to pick it.
No, alright, we can't pick that lock. Fine, let's carry on looking around, though, because there might be some other things in here that we can see.
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
No, he obviously likes hoarding junk. Anything in the desk? Ooh, we can get an up close.
I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it.
Now, George, this is an adventure game, and you never know what you're going to need. Alright, so...
I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser.
Why do we have the option to pick it up if we're not allowed to pick it up?
The switch controlled the small desk lamp.
Okay, so we've got some ink.
Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days.
We've carried stupider things than ink pots around in adventure games.
The lighter was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again.
It's got to be
I decided to leave it.
It's got to be something on this table we can pick up, surely.
The pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
When did George become so precious about his pocket?
I didn't need a business card.
You don't need a business card. Please tell me we need a pin.
I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins.
Alright, fine. I can't lift this mat up, it seems. Ah, there is a drawer here. And there is also this...
It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover.
Okay, can we open this?
It was a standard drawer.
Anything in there? Oh, a folder?
There was nothing else in the drawer.
Okay, but is there no secret compartment? What does this say? The hairy lobsters?
The document folder had a hairy lobsters sticker on it. I had no idea what was inside.
Some sort of band?
The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence.
Oh, this is something to do with the security camera then.
It was the security installation note from the company that Henri had used. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vita Security.
Vita Security.
They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit.
Interesting.
I'd never heard of Vita Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Okay, so he chose a different security company to the one that we told him to use. Interesting. So perhaps he knew somebody from Vita Security that he trusted and used them instead.
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors.
Nice.
The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc.
The
trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart.
I've got a Lego set which is a bit like that.
The calendar looked like a child's school project.
Right.
Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday.
Ah.
Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day.
27th of May. We might have to remember that because that could be like a pin code or something.
The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy.
Ugh. Right, it's a lava lamp.
It was hard to tell if the lava lamp was retro or just plain old.
Everybody
Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
Everybody loves lava lamps, right?
The poster advertised a 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Ah, it's that name again. Maybe he was in that band, who knows? Or maybe they were just his favourite band. Yeah, I mean, everyone owned a lava lamp, didn't they, in the past? I remember having one of those in my uni student room, of course. There's a pipe.
It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
You already said that, George. Some junk. Ah, CCTV system. Now we're talking.
The CCTV system was ancient.
Ah,
It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It
Cool.
looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
passcode. Alright, so. Was it the 27th of May? Yeah, this like clicking thing is a bit weird. It did this before. Like sometimes you can't actually get the mouse to move down to the bottom corner to click it. Which is somewhat
I needed to find a 4-digit number.
annoying. So what was the date on here?
Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday.
Okay, 27th of May. Now this is France, so it'll be the same as the UK. It'll be 2705, right?
Bingo. I rewound the tape to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen.
Okay. So, previous frame?
That was the earliest shot with anything interesting on it.
Right.
The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
I mean, it's possible that the priest was involved with this, right?
Was Henri studying that picture, or did he look worried? There was definitely more to this robbery than I first thought.
Okay.
Nico and I were taking a look at La Malédiction just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd.
Okay.
The most striking aspect of the painting was a snake eating its own tail.
Anything else we can see here?
It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life, so did trouble. There I was, looking at the exhibition. A good view of La Malédiction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it.
Okay. Anything out of the ordinary?
The most striking aspect...
Yeah, we've heard that. Next.
The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malédiction from the wall.
Okay, is
He
there a...
knew exactly which painting to take.
He did. Which is highly suspicious.
The most
Okay, no.
The moment it all went horribly wrong.
Okay.
Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted.
Good point.
There was some writing on the front of his helmet, but I couldn't quite make it out.
Yeah, we saw that,
The
didn't we?
alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself. Or
Right.
perhaps even Vita Security, who'd installed the system.
Could well have been.
The killer making his getaway.
There we go.
A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo motors. That could be useful.
Could be indeed. Alright. Next frame.
The painting was gone.
Okay, so it's gone there.
The alarm should have... There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. That was me fiddling with the alarm. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. Not my best angle.
Yeah.
That was the last shot. I'd probably learned everything I could from the CCTV.
Yeah, I think so. Alright. Let's, leave. Ah, it's this thing again, look. There we go. Got to click about 1,000
I knew it'd
times.
be wrong to leave the room without checking it thoroughly.
Ah, there's something else then. Something else. Some bottles.
It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room.
Okay, there must be something else.
The poster advertised a 1975 Stockholm Music Festival. It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock.
Okay. Have we missed something? Let's see. It'll be the gears, right, rather than the eye, or like a magnifying glass. Did we look at the junk?
A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster.
We did. Ah, there's a bin.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment.
Uh-oh.
It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
We do indeed. Ah. Hello.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
No. We weren't. Lies. Truth. Let's just be truthful.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
Not really.
Well, no. We have plenty to lose from the robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool wouldn't know how insurance works.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah. No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the worm.
Right.
So I see.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Fine.
Of course. But I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Sure, sure.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, Vera.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
CCTV.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yep.
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur.
Hutch.
Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect.
Not very good at
You may
this.
go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
Fine.
I had some valuable leads.
Yeah,
but before following up on him, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation.
Oh, good for you.
This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go.
Fine.
I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart.
Oh,
Monsieur Len will stay behind to help secure the premises.
that's not a good
No.
idea.
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Well, off we go.
2 coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it.
True. Thank you, sir.
You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La Maledictio.
Correct.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it.
Waterloo Motors.
The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find.
I like that they're actually drinking it. That's a nice touch.
Well, the priest thinks La Maledictio is evil.
Charles, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on. I found the address of the security company Henri employed. It was not the one that I recommended.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And Georges,
Yeah?
it's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico.
Sure, we'll see each other.
I watched her walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
Nice. Ooh, okay. So we can go there, or we can go to the security. Let's go to his apartment first.
As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But we shall find out next time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kubadin, and Paul Leone. And I'll see you next time.